Hello everyone. I'm just testing out YouTube live. This is the first time I'm going live. I have not been live here before, so I'm just trying to see how it works. So I can try to come live more often. Yeah, so if there's any spiritual question that you have or a topic that you want me to talk about, you can drop it at the comment section. Okay, so I'm just going to try to understand how YouTube live works. Um, I suppose it's going to take a while for me to learn exactly how everything works here. Yeah. Okay. So I'll be coming to teach more often on YouTube because I can make longer video, you know. So and on Facebook, as you all know, live videos are going to be deleted after 90 days, So going live on Facebook is waste of time. So anyway, so I'll try to go live here more often, but that is going to be when I'm less busy, because I'm busy offline. So and hope you guys have watched my recent video that I posted about what they call it, Orisha worship in diaspora. So I'm just going to say a little bit about the Orisha worship, okay? So go through my videos, go through the part one, the part two, so you can understand about this Orisha worship much better, okay? So, and something I forgot to add in the video, I'm just going to say a little bit here. When in diaspora, when you go to a babalawo or a spiritualist and they say that this Orisha choose you, Orisha can really choose someone. If the Orisha is in your lineage, they can choose you as a priest or a priestess to serve the gods and humanity. They can choose you, okay? But the way that they do the choosing in diaspora, they say this Orisha chooses you to guide you, to be your guide, the spirit guide, okay? And then people always think that if the Orisha, for example, is Olokun, they always think that because Olokun chooses them, that they come from water, So Olokun can choose to be your guiding angels to guide you, okay? But Olokun is not in your lineage. That particular Olokun, because water bodies are in every country, in every city. I mean, not every city, every country that they have water. Those water body, there are spirit that guides those water in those water bodies, and human being gives them name. So the Olokun that you people in the Yoruba it comes from Africa. So the country that you're living now, if there is a lake or a river or a sea or an ocean around there is a spirit that is guiding the water bodies there as well, in your country, that can have similar personality as Olokun. Yeah. So when someone say, when a spiritualist in diaspora, Babalawo, I'm just trying to use the name, says that this spirit chooses you, okay? That is not a guarantee, or it's not a guarantee that you are actually from the same dimension as the spirit. For example, if they say Oloko chooses you, some people always think that they are from water, their element is water because Olokun is their personal spirit. Your what they call it, your elements could be from the land, it could be from fire, it could be from air, but the spirit choose you. Hello, Lessa. Okay, welcome to my live. This is the first time coming live on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm trying to understand how YouTube live works so I can be able to come more often here. Okay, so yeah. So when they say a spirit choose or Orisha choose you, so it's important for you to find out your elements of reincarnation. Your element, there are 4 primary elements of reincarnation, okay? Your element of reincarnation can be from water, it can be from earth dimension, it can be from fire dimension, it can be from air. So and the spirit, the Orisha that is choosing to be your spirit guide can be from another element. So because your personal guiding angels, most of your spirits are rooted in that element that you come from. For example, if a spirit from the earth dimension chooses let's just say a representative of Mother Earth or Mother Earth chooses to be your guiding angel. Remember, it's Earth dimension. And maybe you come from water. If you don't know, you're going to think that you're also from Earth because Mother Earth is from the Earth dimension. And then you guys are going to miss out your spiritual friends, your primary spirit guides, and all the spirit that are attached to you, that are from the dimension of your reincarnation. Some people do not know that they come from a dimension, So the heavens that they always say, like in Yoruba tribe, they always say your how do they say? You see your heavenly mates. The heaven is the dimension that we reincarnated from. People reincarnate from to earth. So this heaven, that name heaven, is just a name that religious people give, But heaven is actually dimension that every individual come from, and there are different type of dimension. So anyway, those of you that are doing Orisha worship, it's good if you have a Orisha, because one thing with spirits, they hardly will reject you. Especially the African ancestors, they will not. And if you're black, and they are also black spirits, they'll always welcome you. It's the same when you go to African ancestors that are not even related to you. If you go and seek their hands for them to assist you, they will help you because they see you as a part of them. You understand? So, and in spirituality, obviously, there is no race, like racism is not in the spiritual realm. So a white spirit can also love you. Like me, I have a lot of white spirits, But in my foundation, I have white people. So regardless of that, they check your heart. Spirit are checking your heart, okay? So if you want to practice African spirituality properly, you need to know your guiding angel, your personal spirit guides. One. And amongst the spirit guide, they have different categories. Whether you're black person, you're white person, you're from different race, it's the principle of life. This is how life is before religion came, and this is like you dreaming. Your dream, nobody can ever tell you not to dream. Dream is part of everyone's life, regardless of the race that they come from. This is how African spirituality is. It's for everyone in the whole universe. But because we are very spiritual people, we are connected to spirits, so we get to understand these things much better than any other race. So everyone born on earth have personal guiding angels, personal spirit guide that is personally dedicated to you. So when someone connects you to an Orisha that is not in your lineage, that is an external spirit that is connecting to you. But if it's from your lineage, it's part of your ancestral spirit. That is how I refer them, ancestral spirits, They're part of your spirit guide also, but you have to have a good relationship with them for them to get to know you and recognize you and help you, That you look like Dora or both. Interesting, I look like Dora. Yeah, well, thanks. So anyway, so every individual on earth have their guiding angels, personally dedicated to you, not even the ancestral spirit. The ancestral spirit is for everyone in your foundation, in your lineage. Some of them can choose to reincarnate someone. That's when they will say in African spirituality, they will say this Orisha choose you. They will always choose you to serve them as a priest or priestess. It's not similar to how they say Orisha choose you in diaspora. When they're saying Orisha choose you, majority of the time is like they're choosing to guide you. And they have to go through many other Orisha to see which one will take you in, which one will like to guide you. You understand? Yeah. But in African spirituality, when a spirit like a god or goddess chooses you, they are choosing that you serve them. You serve them. They will manifest themselves, their ability through you as a priest or priestess. And they can come from different dimension. But that is different. That's how will I even say it? That if a spirit chooses is part of your guiding angels, but under that your guiding angel, there are other spirits also, different categories. I'm just trying to break this down because African spirituality, they don't really teach it that much. So I'm trying to find names to give to these spirits and their activities, so that regardless of your tribe, or the country you come from, you'll be able to understand. So, and under your guiding angels, you also have your spiritual friends. I'm sure a lot of you don't know that you have spiritual friends. You know, some of us, we have spiritual contracts with our spiritual friends, that our spiritual friends should accompany us to earth, to assist us fulfill our destiny, our purpose. And you know, when we reincarnate to earth, a lot of us, we forget the purpose that we came to this earth, you know. You see, we have destiny contract. That's why we have all those lines that we have on our palm. So the spirits, when we don't do or keep to our promise, they obviously comes back and try to give some people problems, you know. So that you can go to a spiritualist, for the spiritualist to give you divination and tell you exactly what is happening, so you can sort out the problems. You understand? That's why spiritual consultation is very important for everyone, in case you're going through a lot of things, you know, because sometimes some people are not going to function well on this physical earth, if they don't have good relationship with their ori, their chi, their personal guiding angels, their spiritual friends. Because our spiritual friends, they are very loving, they are very devoted, they are very, you know, they are good. But when you don't keep to your promise, some of them can be very stubborn, and they'll begin to make things difficult for you, scattering things for you. You're going to find it difficult to succeed on earth, you know. And then some of us, we also have spiritual wife and spiritual husband. You see, because these topics, they don't talk about it in diaspora spirituality in Orisha worship. A lot of spiritualists don't discuss the fact that you have spiritual friends, which is called your ebe, obanje, you know, the abq. You know, they don't discuss those ones, you know. And some situations that are going, some people are going through a lot of difficult situation because of that spiritual friend union that they have, and they are not fulfilling their own part of the bargain or the contracts. And then spiritual husband as well, some people, they are finding it difficult to be in a relationship, to get married, but they don't know it's because of their spiritual wife or spiritual husband, because they don't have good relationship with them. They've not given you permission to marry. Some of you have made a contract that you're not going to marry when you come to the physical earth. But when you see your friends, your families getting married, you want to get married, you want to have children. But in the spiritual realm, maybe you're already married and you have kids, and you've made a contract that when you come to the physical earth, you're not going to marry. You know. So if you know your spiritual foundation, your spiritual background, and you finally change your mind that you want to marry on earth, you can edit some of your destiny contracts. You can go and ask your spiritual wife or spiritual husband to permit you to marry. With their permission, you marry, and they will make your relationship good. But when you don't know this, they will spoil your relationship. You hardly have any stable relationship. They will just be using you and dumping you. You have babies from different men, or different women, because this spirit, they are jealous, they are protective, they are loving, they are kind if you have good relationship with them. But some of them are very, very extremely jealous. So it's important that you know if you have a spiritual wife or spiritual husband, because it's not everyone that have them. I mean, in many lifetimes that you've been reincarnating to this earth, you have had few relationships, some people many, you know. But if you're reincarnating back to earth, you're going to pick the best, the one that was good to you, the best ones. And some people, because of their past experiences in their past life, maybe the men or the women did treat them well, they will say they don't want to come with anyone. You know? So the ones that their spiritual wife or spiritual husbands are having, giving them problems not to have a stable relationship in this lifetime, those ones those ones decided to come with their spiritual partners to help them. You understand? So spiritual husbands and spiritual wife are not evil like religious people who as they preach or teach about. They are actually part of your guiding angel. They are part of your spirit guides, you know. It's only when you don't have good relationship with some of them, because you know they have personality like human beings. Some human beings, they are very jealous, while some are not so jealous. So it depends on the type of spiritual wife or spiritual husband you have. Okay, if they're not very jealous, you might be able to have a normal life, and they don't disturb you so much. But if they are very jealous, then it's hard for you to have any stable relationship. So anyway, there are many things, and sometimes see people, you see animals and you love some particular animals. You don't know why you're connected to these animals. Some of them could be that the animal actually, you have an animal in that form that is your totem spirit, your guiding angels in animal form. In Africa, when they see animal, they see cat, they see dog, they will start casting and binding. They don't even know if some of those animals are their guiding angels, including birds, including snakes, different types of animal, lion, tiger could be your guiding angels. Some of you might be seeing it in your dreams. You build relationship with this spirit. If you have them, they will protect you. They will protect you, that nobody will be able to come and harm you or hurt you in any way. So African spirituality is quite deep, and what I'm teaching is just the basic one. So it's so deep that if you're a spiritualist, your level of learning African spirituality will be obviously higher than people that are not spiritualists. But as an African or as a black person, it's good for you to learn the basic principle of African spirituality. And practice it. Is when you practice that you're going to see the result of the result of what we are teaching. If you're just like studying without practicing, like connecting with this spirit, you won't understand what I'm teaching. But if you learn, and then practice it, then you're going to actually begin to have experience with these spirits. You're going to be able to connect with your spiritual friends. They will come and be visiting you in your dreams. Yeah, because dreams is not just dream like we are sleeping. Dreams is a portal that we use to connect to different dimension in the spiritual realm, to the dimension that you reincarnated from, to the physical earth. Dream is a place that your guiding angels, your spirit, your ancestors can use to send you message. Dream. Revelation can come through dreams. Prophecy can come through dreams. So you shouldn't joke with your dreams. You can even speak to your spirit guides physically, pray to them and tell them, come to my dream and teach me this, or tell me this, or reveal this to me, including your ancestors, including those of you that have parents that have passed, and you're feeling lonely, you think they've left you. It's only the body that have left. The physical and the spirit is still alive, and they like to connect. But religion is going to tell you that don't have contact with dead people. They are evil, they are that, or they are this. It's not like that. I have good relationship with my ancestors. I connect to them. I connect to not just my ancestors, people that comes for me to channel or connect to their loved ones in the afterlife. I know for sure that spirits are not dead. Our ancestors are not dead because I communicate with them. A lot of them comes to teach me things. Yes, people that have been spiritualists before, or priests or priestess that have a certain knowledge. I just go to my altar and I ask. I will ask, who has done this? Who has this certain knowledge? I want to learn it. I don't understand it properly. The person who has done it in the past life before will appear and come to my dream and teach it to me. I'm sure you people think that these things are impossible. It's not impossible. The same way that if your ancestors that used to be powerful before, that used to protect you, if you call upon them, they will come and protect you. But your ancestors are not the only protector you have. They are not your only guiding angels, that you have. You have your own personal guiding angel that you're born with the day that you're born into this earth. And then you have your ancestor, and then you have your ancestral spirits, your ancestral spirit guide. Our ancestral spirit guides are angels you hear about, but people, they lack knowledge. They think that angels is one white guy with wings in the sky. They don't know that angels come from different dimensions. When you go to the earth dimension, we have angels. You go to the fire dimension, you have angels. You go to water dimension, you have angels. You go to the sun, there is angels in the sun. The moon has angels. Yeah. So even the sky, where the gods of lightning and thunder, there are angels there, the spirit that brings the rain, the spirit of lightning and thunder, I'm sure you people have heard of it many years ago from your ancestor, but you think that this spirit have vanished, they don't exist anymore. They still exist. Yeah, they still exist. Yeah, so even in the darkness, when darkness comes, there are angels in the darkness dimension. You see, I give them name that you people will understand, because people don't teach African spirituality like this. So I try to bring names that you people can be able to understand, that connects to what I'm teaching. So in every dimension there are angels. In the physical world that you're living, there are also angels living with us in this physical earth. And they have human body, but you never know that they are angels, you know. So in this physical world, we also have good and bad spirits. So in all dimensions, there are good and bad spirits. Depends on which one you're connecting to. So these angels are the angels that when a soul is reincarnating into this physical world, the soul makes a contract with these angels. This we call them gods. In the Yoruba tradition, they're calling them Orisha. So gods and goddesses are the ones that chooses a soul that they want to come and guide and help them fulfill their destiny contract according to what you want to do on earth, because our destiny have been predetermined. Our destiny have been predetermined. It's only some few things that you can edit, but you cannot edit everything. And if you come into this world with a lot of good destiny, your star is very great and you don't know who you are, there are people that steal people's stars. They divide people's blessings. They will take it from you. And then you begin to struggle, and the person that is supposed to be poor will begin to be rising up because you don't know who you are. And if you are a spiritualist that is called, they will feel threatened if you have grace, like a lot of grace, a lot of powers, but you don't know because you're dormant, you know. So people will come to, evil people will come to steal the stuff from you, steal the glory, the abilities, and be using it for themselves. But if you start practicing African spirituality, you protect yourself, protect your glory, restore what people have stolen from you. So anyway, African spirituality is sweet if you know exactly how it works. If you connect to your spirits, have good relationship with them, it's very sweet, you know. Like when I was a Christian, I don't enjoy the benefit that I'm enjoying now. I used to be a pastor in the church, you know. I used to be a pastor, you know, healing people, hosting a lot of programs in the church, until one day I did fasting and prayer, 40 days fasting and prayer, and an angel came to me and told me, this is not your area of calling. And they showed me my area of calling, and that was, I started asking a lot of questions. Who is Jesus? Who is that? And they begin to reveal a lot of things to me. And I decided that I'm going to stop being a pastor and focus and do it the way my ancestors used to do it. Because in my foundation, there are a lot of spiritualists, priests, you know, seers, diviners from my father's side and mother's side. So going to church obviously is so obvious that I'm not supposed to be in the church. It's just that they brainwash us, right? So, and in the church, they preach against all these things. They preach against your ancestors. They preach against your ancestral spirit. They call them demons, evil. But even if you ask the pastors, they don't know who angels are. Me, I'm having connection, one-on-one connection with angel on a daily basis from all dimensions, you know. So I'm not teaching something that I'm learning from books. You know, some people go and read books. I don't read books like spiritual books. I have one-on-one connection with spirits from all dimensions, from the water dimension, from the earth dimension, from the fire dimension that is on the earth, you know. The genes, they are on the fire dimension. And then the sun is also fire dimension, but they are up in the sky, you know. The sky dimension where the thunder gods come from. You know, all these things they will tell you in your religion that they are evil. They are not evil. Those are angels that are supposed to help you and protect you. When they take all these things away from you, you become powerless. And this is when they get you. This is when they will destroy you. They will steal from you. They will do all kinds of negative things. So anyway, African spirituality is sweet when you connect to your guiding angels and you see the powerful things they are doing for you. You can pray to your guiding angels yourself and they will be able to help you manifest things. And you have good relationship with your spiritual friends. You see the wonderful things that they are doing and you see how they are connecting with you. And you know this is not fake. This is not something someone is programming. You're experiencing it yourself. And you go to your ancestral spirit to ask for a favor and you see it being done. You see? In African spirituality, we are supposed to have good relationship with spirits, with animals, with plants, with trees. with human beings. That's why we have the law of Mahat, to live good, law of Mother Earth. Because in every country, there is a representative of Mother Earth, and we are supposed to live according to those rules and regulations in order to have a good life on earth, on the earth, and in the afterlife. Okay? So we don't just live on earth and focus on how good we can be on this earth. We also think about our life in the afterlife. And in order for you to have a good afterlife, you have to have good deeds on this physical life. So anyway, if you want to connect to your spirit, your chi, your orisha that you're born with, even your ancestral spirits, you know, your spiritual wife, your spiritual husband, the spirit that came into this world with you. If you want to connect with them and build good relationship with them, you can contact me. I'll help you. So we start with spiritual consultation to find out where you reincarnated from, your dimension of reincarnation. And so that you know yourself. If you know yourself, you'll be able to live a better life and fulfilling life and solve a lot of problems that you're going through. You know where you reincarnated from. You know the kind of spirit that came into the world with you. You know your ancestral spirits. So even if you're not from Yoruba tribe, or you're from Yoruba, regardless of the country that you come from, you have ancestral spirits that are supposed to be guiding and protecting you. But if you don't connect to them, they won't get to know you that much. You connect to them for them to be able to help you. But your guiding angels, there are some of your guiding angels that are living with you 24/7, 24 hours. So you're not alone every day. Regardless of whether you're a white person, you're green, everybody have guiding angels that are with them 24/7, 24 hours. And then you have other spirits that are part of your guiding angels that they go and come back and go and come back. They are watching you. They are monitoring you. Why wouldn't you want to connect to these spirits that you already signed a contract with them before coming to the world, that they should help you fulfill your destiny? Some of you guys are doing different career, doing different jobs that you're not supposed to. You're married to the wrong person. You're doing a lot of things that are not aligned to your destiny. But if you build relationship with your guiding angels, they'll be the one, your personal spirit guide, they'll be the one to guide you to the right path so you don't make mistake, and they will protect you. Yeah. So anyway, it's deep. It's deep. So but if you want to learn more about African spirituality, I have bullet points, different topics that can go one after the other. If you contact me personally, I'll be able to teach you from A, to Z, the basic one. And some of you that are called, you're choosing by the gods. This is why they say Orisha choosing African spirituality. Choose you to serve, not choose you to just be guiding you like they do in diaspora. Choose you to serve the gods and humanity. We have that. Orisha, when Orisha choose you, then you're supposed to answer your call. If you don't answer it, there is a lot of things that will not work for you. People will be progressing in life, you will not progress, because that is not, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And it is, some of you, it's through those spiritual call that you're supposed to be successful on this earth. But when you don't do those spiritual call, you can't even keep a stable job. Nothing will be working well for you. People will just be using you, using your grace, using your glory, because you don't know yourself. And the spirit, they know you, they're with you. So some of them will be getting angry that you're not keeping to the promise. So when you're called, answer your call. Don't, in African spirituality, someone cannot just decide that I want to be a priest or I want to be a priestess. It is the gods, the deities, the orishas that chooses someone. And it's not only one that will choose you. Some people, they have many orisha that will come together and choose a certain person. Why some people, they have one that their ancestors have brought home to protect them, and you're only supposed to be a devotee to that spirit, like feeding the spirit, so that the spirit will continue to protect your family or bless your family, depending on the spiritual abilities, what the spirit does. But some people, when they tell them that they are called to serve, they automatically think that they are called to work for everyone. They don't try to find out what type of who's the spirit that called them, the purpose of the spirit, and they don't even try to find out the area of their calling, because everybody have an area. Not everything you can do. So yeah, African spirituality is so sweet, and you practicing African spirituality does not prevent you from going to church. It does not prevent you from going to mosque if you're a Christian or a Muslim. It just helps you to connect to your source, to build good relationship to the creator gods and goddesses. And creator God is not only a man, like they say in religion, they are both male and female. Because women are existing on this physical earth. It's not only men. In the spiritual realm, it's also the same. Okay? So anyway, if you guys have any question, you drop your question in the comment section. I'm going to go through the comment section and reply you guys. It's the first time I'm coming to YouTube live, so I didn't really plan what I'm going to say. I just said I'm going to test it to see how it works, and then I can plan it to come more regularly whenever I'm free next time. So I was not expecting to even stay here this long. Okay, so if you have a question, I'm going to be coming on YouTube to do spiritual chats. So if you guys have questions that you want to ask about African spirituality, it's easier for me that way. Just drop it at the comment section, and then I'll bring topic and reply your topics. Yeah, so I'm going to go through the topics here and the comments section in case you have any question. Okay, the question: could we connect with them better during this solar eclipse? You can connect to your spirit at any time. It's not only a particular day. In fact, in African spirituality, we pray every day, just like you pray in your religion. As a Christian, we pray every day. I pray every day. I connect to my spirit daily basis. So it's not only on a special occasion, but you can connect to them now because the vibration is very high. So obviously, even the spirit that does not have enough energy, during this solar eclipse, they will have a little bit more energy to come. Not all of them, some of it. So the spirits have more energy to come to the surface of the earth during the full moon and when the sun has waxed very high. So because they gain energy from the sun and the moon. So yeah, you can connect to your spirit at any time. It's not only during this time, but doing rituals now is going to help you. Can I contact you? You can contact me on my website. If you check on my YouTube about page in my channel, you're going to see my website there. All my links are there. So on my website, when you check the contact page, you see you can contact me by email. You can contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. But just know that I don't chat with people coming to chat. We don't have anything to chat. So the opportunity for you to chat with me is when I come on live here. So if you want to discuss anything spiritual, you book a section or you book an appointment. Okay? So if you want me to teach you about African spirituality, you book an appointment on my website. If you want me to do spiritual consultation, divination reading, tarot reading, you book appointment on my website. You can order directly on my website. If you want me to do spell work for you, spiritual work, you go to my website. Everything is there, I have worked on that website so that it's easier for people to, book for service without contacting me all the time. So if you want me to align you with your personal spirit guide, your guiding angels, you go to my website. The information are there. So, but if there is any service that you want that I have not listed on the website because I didn't list everything, it's just the basic things that are important to people that is on my website. If there is anything that you need that is not on the website, you can contact me and ask me if I do it. And you also know that I don't work like other spiritualists, Before I do any spiritual work for you, okay, I must consult my spirit first to ask them if they permit me to work for you. I ask my spirit. If my spirit said no, after the spiritual consultation, I will not do any work for you, But if my spirit permits, that is the first step. Then I'm going to ask your guiding angels, your chi, your Orisha, your Ori, if they want me to, they permit me to work for you. Because your head Ori or head Orisha makes all the decisions in your life. If they say don't work, I don't work because they will spoil it. I know a lot of spiritualists don't know that. Like my guiding angels, my chi, my Orisha, the head Orisha is the one that makes decision in my life. So obviously another spirit cannot come and make, or a spirituality cannot come to and make decision in my life. It's the guiding angels that makes the decision. So anyway, before I work for anybody, I always do spiritual consultation. That spiritual consultation, my spirit will get to examine you. Are you here for a good purpose? Are you here for a good reason? And they determine according to whatever they discover, and then I will let you know. So, but all information are on my website. And another question is, when are you starting the free teaching? Oh yeah, my free teaching. I'm already doing free teaching here, gratis. Okay, my free teaching are on the for people that subscribe to my email list. If you want me to teach you, you have to. If you want to join my free teaching, join my email list. And then when I'm going to be free, I'm going to send you guys email and tell you guys I'm free. I'm going to come live and teach this topic or that topic. You can join me on Zoom meeting, because I want to have one-on-one connection with people that I'm teaching things. Because in the social media, I don't really know most people, you understand? And it helps me to know people that are serious, that want to transform their life positively. Some people, they are not that serious. So if you want to join, my free teaching, join my email list. And when I'm ready, I will let you guys know. Okay? Yeah. So on my website also, there are different programs that I've added on my website recently. Okay? Where I have, what they call it, spiritual membership program that you can join. This spiritual membership program where I'll be doing I'll be interceding for all the members offline. And we are going to be meeting on Zoom 2 times a month, every 2 weeks. Okay? So this is going to be like going to church, connecting to spirits and to gods. But this one, I'm going to be inviting our guiding angels, our ancestral spirits, many spirits, archangels, to come and help every participant, anyone that is joining this program. According to your prayer request, it's going to be something that is going to be happening very often. So even if you can't join us live, if you're a member, we'll still put you in prayers, we'll still pray for you. Okay? So this is a group rituals, right? Group event. So it's going to be guided spiritual work. Guided, that means I will be telling you what you're going to do in your location after some teaching. And then I tell you what you have to do in your location. And then I'll be doing some things from my location to back you guys up with my spirits, So if you are someone that is lazy, that they will tell, do this or do that to help you, you're not helping me, you're helping yourself. And you'll be postponing or procrastinating, you're not doing anything, then these group rituals will not help you. You're only going to be benefiting from the one that I'm interceding for you. But if I'm interceding for you, I tell you do this, do that, and you don't do it, then you're blocking the manifestation of the spiritual work that you're going to be doing. So you must be active, to do some small rituals that you have to do from your location. If you want to participate in any of my group rituals, you have to be active in participating live. Like when I align spirit for someone, or I do during spiritual alignments, all the people I do spiritual alignment for, I always encourage them to have altars for their guiding angels. I teach them how to pray to their guiding angels on daily basis, how to connect to the ancestors. Some of them even have ancestral altars, So if you have that mentality, like Christians, religious people used to have, that they want their pastors to do everything and they don't lift a finger, then this is not for you. African spirituality is not for you, because in African spirituality, you must learn to do some things yourself. You must learn to pray. Not every time that you go to a spiritualist for them to do everything for you, basic things that you can do yourself. So you learn to pray, to connect to your spirits. It also saves you money, because um, some things your spirit can do for you that you can just connect to them. Why contact a spiritualist to do those basic things for you? So with the way I practice my African spirituality with people, I like to empower them so they can be able to do a lot of things themselves, basic things, and then the difficult one I can do it for them. You understand? This is how your life can be able to progress if you learn first aid. If there is an emergency, if you learn how to protect yourself, your family, how to get some manifestation, basic ones, you know, and the hard one that is difficult, then you can come to me. Then I can use more powerful spirit and my method to get it done for you. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't know I was going to be here this long. I'm still going to be learning how YouTube. I don't know how YouTube works that much, but we'll see. I'm going to learn how to use live streams on YouTube, how it works really. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop so I can go and make something for myself to eat. Tomorrow I might come back live. So if you have any question, tomorrow bring it on. Or you can drop it at the comment section so I can go through it and then I'll discuss about it tomorrow. So anyway, if you need spiritual consultation, tarot card reading, spiritual work, spell work, go to my website. My website address is www.theafricanoracle.com. And if you check on my YouTube, description, you see my website is also there. If you check on my channel about page, the information is there. And I'm going to attach the link also on this live stream once I save it. Okay? So next time when I'm coming, I'm going to be more prepared with like a topic I'm going to address, and the topic I will focus on that, because today I was just like everywhere because it was not planned. So anyway, thanks everyone for coming and thanks for your questions. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to say bye for now. I don't even know how to put this off. So that's why I have to learn how this works. How do I even put this live off? Okay, so let's see. High life saved. How do I even put this off? I don't know. Does anyone know how I can turn it off? So you see why I said I have to come and learn how this works. So I don't know if I can even save it. Share. God. Let me go through all the information on the screen to see what I can do. Oh, what did I press? Do I just go off? Do I just go off on this live? Because on Facebook, they will tell you, they will show something like how to go off. I can't even see where to go off here on the screen. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can share it on mine. I don't know. If I can save this live, then I'm going to just learn how to do it next time because this is the first time. I don't know how to save the live. I don't know if I go out, if it's going to be saved. So let's see. Okay, let's see.